Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to do an installation video on rear bumper for the 2023 Ranger 570 SP. Picked this bumper up from KFI Products. On their website they don't list the 2023 bumper, so I sent them an email. They replied back with the part number I needed. I'll include that as a link to the video. In the box you get the left and right bracket. They're not labeled, so you have to make sure you put them on the right way. The bumper itself, end caps, and some hardware, and then the instructions come with it as well. Seems pretty straightforward. A few steps. Need to do some preparation work on the machine itself. Have to pull a wire plug and drill out some holes. Let me show you that. So on the rear bumper here we have, this will be where the bracket goes on this side. On this side, we got to pull this wire out. We got to drill those holes out. So I've seen another install video where they've said that hole is just tricky to get to by angle. So let me get some things set up and I'll show you how I'm going to do it. So I went and got a few tools. I went through the hardware kit, and the nuts are 13 millimeter. So I have two 13 millimeter options, one being a socket and one being a wrench. Got the drill with the 11/32 bit, some cutting oil, a 90-degree attachment for my drill. I'll show you why I'll need that in a minute. And then the tool here to pull off the wire. Let me show you where that was at. So on the driver's side, this wire's in here. And I just got this tool behind there. I was able to pop that out. So I had that loosened for the video, but that's how you pop that out, get that out of the way. Now we got to drill these holes to the 11/32 each side. So to get access to that, I think it's easier to, I'll go ahead and get the bed open. And then I need to remove that cotter pin, pull that bolt, and get my strut out of the way so I can open the bed even more. So I'm going to pull the cotter pin, take a little pressure off that with just rocking the bed, and then carefully allow the bed to come all the way down. I'll just replace this here so I don't lose it. And that will give me easier access to drill these out. Let me get the drill set up, I'll be right back. So here's the struggle I have. I have a drill and the bit in there. I need to get into these holes here. And to get the drill in there, I just can't, the drill's hitting here and I can't get the angle. So that's why I have that 90-degree attachment. Let me get that set up, get these holes drilled out. So here I've attached the 90-degree adapter to my drill. So I'll be able to get in there and drill that. Add some cutting oil to the end of the bit. Once I get through, I'm going to push all the way through to that other side. Let the first hole be my guide. A little more oil. And through. So I'll repeat the same thing on the other side. I won't bore you with that, and I'll be back for the next step. Okay, so the next step is to install the caps. There's 4 caps, 2 go on each side. Just some end caps. And we'll get on to the next step here. Let me check the instructions. I'll be right back. Okay, let me show you what I did. So I went ahead and put the gas strut back together and lowered the bed. I'll show you the holes that are drilled out now. So this hole and this hole was expanded. This is where the wire was at into this hole here. I had to pop that out and I expanded this hole and this hole. So these two holes. This instructions recommend taking the tailgate off, might make it easier because I have to get the bracket in here. Then there's a got to get a bolt up in here. So let me get set up to take the tailgate off and I'll show you how to do that. Okay, so we're going to remove the tailgate off of the 2023 Polaris Ranger 570. You let the tailgate down and there's two cables holding up, one on the driver's side, one on the passenger side. You need to pull them off and then roll the tailgate out. So take a little slack off the tailgate, pull the wire off there. Same on this side. And then on the driver's side, you rotate the tailgate down and it'll pop off. Set that out of the way. And that's how you remove it. So move on to the next step. So the next step is to install the brackets onto the bed frame rail, and the tabs go on the inside, and then this swings up and aligns with this hole here. So the longer bolt goes through the hole on top. Get lined up. And then the carriage bolts, smaller ones, from the inside. And the nylock nuts here. Here. And then the tricky one will be getting it onto that. It's a tight space. So let me get that on. I'll be right back. Okay, so they're in. That was a little tricky. So what I did is I left everything loose. I did get that nut on there. A little tough, but keeping everything loose allowed me to align everything up so that the carriage bolts fit into their slots. So let me repeat that for the other side, and then we'll go on to the next step. Okay, so the final step is placing the bumper onto the brackets. So let me get that in place and show you how it's done. So the bumper sits on top of the bracket here. There's the holes. They don't line up, so you're gonna have to get one bolt started. And then put a little pressure on the bumper and it line the hole up there. I'll get the nylock nut started. One on the other side here. And I'll put the remaining 4 carriage bolts in. The last two over here. And I'll tighten everything down and I'll show you put the tailgate back on and then the final product. Okay, so all 6 carriage bolts are nice and snug. These 3 on this side, these 3 on this side. Let me show you how to put the tailgate back on. So this round piece here, the end of the tailgate fits over that. And then this piece here, you rotate the tailgate to get in. Put your wires back on. That's the final product. Looks nice. Almost flush though, barely an overhang. Hope it does its job if needed. Anyways, that's how I installed the bumper on my Polaris Ranger 570. Hope this helps somebody out there. Thanks for watching.